We're live, and we
Hello,
are
hello.
in. Hello, this is Jacob Harkey. He is also on Twitter or X at Jacob A. Harkey, and he is at the Shrine Auditorium. He's going to just tell us as he goes through. Go ahead, Jacob.
Yeah, that's right. So right now we're walking on Jefferson, and we've made a couple of laps now around the perimeter of the shrine. We're seeing lots of Scientology security guards carrying their lights and keeping an eye on the streets. We've been told once now by one of the Scientology security guards that we are not to be walking on the streets. It's private. They've got a permit for the day. Um, So we can walk on the street next to the sidewalk, but not on the actual sidewalk, is what they're saying, or interesting. Good point. But yeah, right now we're right across the street. And can I switch my camera on here? I'm still getting the hang of StreamYard. If not, I can also just show, and I'm not sure how good of a view we'll get
Go ahead.
from this side here. But we're seeing some 2024 some 2024 images with the Scientology logo there in the background. What was that? Jefferson and Royal. Yeah, that's where we're at right now. Is at Jefferson and Royal, and looks like people are starting to show up. I think that technically the doors open at Streets LA is live. All right, and we are on the lookout for a couple of other activists who we're expecting here today. So one of them is Streets LA, who also has a YouTube channel called Scientology Audit. Oh, is that right? Okay, noted. So yeah, we might also ask one of the officers up here to make sure that we're 100%. We know what our rights are, so we'll do that, and then we should be able to meet up with a couple of other activists who are also here to protest the same organization we're here to protest. But yeah,
Right
let's
on,
find out the deal
Jacob. We
here.
can hear you loud and clear. It's awesome. We can totally hear what's happening. Thank you for the information on the location. Yeah, definitely watch out for people trying to bump into you.
The street or the median? Thank you. All right.
Where are you at now?
So now we're walking on the street. We're still on Jefferson at the moment, and we're walking just a little bit closer to the shrine now. But we just confirmed with a cop where we are and aren't supposed to be. He confirmed that we can be in the street, but not on the actual sidewalk. So we're not on the sidewalk. We are in the street, and yeah, we're just gonna have to be careful of our surroundings.
Right on, Jacob.
Walking past a big truck here, and Louis, you may know for sure, but the shrine is the same location where David Miscavige gave his "The War Is Over" speech in
No,
1993, right? Or no,
that
that was
was
the
actually the
Palladium.
sports arena or
Got it,
down.
got it.
Yes. The shrine
Yeah,
he has done, then he did the 2000 New Year's Eve event, and that was a huge one. That was massive.
gotcha. All right. Here's another. Hello. Hi, hi.
They reported it to us as being super big, like 10,000 people, but really it was very small amount of people.
So, we just saw something interesting. We just walked by a couple of other people who were holding phones to stream. One of them was holding a sign that said restorescientology.com. I have never heard of that before, but I'm guessing that that might be a movement of independent Scientologists to maybe reform the Church of Scientology. I've never heard of Restore Scientology, but that's something that we just saw.
And so they're holding up signs, you said?
We just walked past one person who was. They had a sign that said restorescientology.com.
Got it.
Oh, yeah. Okay. That's a good point. Yeah, the fact that the church authorities didn't say. Oh, okay. Yeah, so never mind. It sounds like maybe we just saw some counter protesters who are there to. Oh wait, no. Yeah, so it sounds like that's an independent Scientologist. Yeah, I know that there is a movement of people who are in that boat. There's also the free zone. I know that there's a handful of independent Scientologists who congregate online in the free zone. And I mean, even I can think of a handful of ex-Scientologists who are big activists now that started out in kind of that space. Like Mike Rinder left the church in 2007, but he continued to consider himself an independent Scientologist for a few years. Mike Rinder, he was the co-host of Leah Remini's Scientology in the Aftermath. But yeah, he even talked about the fact that in 2009 was when the Tampa Bay Times ran a piece called The Truth Rundown, where they detailed David Miscavige's allegations of abuse. And Mike Rinder spoke to the press at that time and was honest about the fact that he was beaten by David Miscavige. But even still at that time, he was still doing his solo auditing as an OT, operating Thetan, on the upper levels of Scientology. It wasn't until a few years later when he read Barefaced Messiah by Russell Miller, which was the unauthorized biography of L. Ron Hubbard, that Mike started to more fully let go of all of the Scientology philosophy, not just David Miscavige.
That's fascinating. Did someone just ask you about that?
Yeah, we were just talking about that because of the other side. Got it.
Where are
So
you at now?
the crosswalk over here. Right now we're back at actually, what street is this that we're on? I don't even know. We were walking on Jefferson, and we turned in so that we were walking between the Shrine parking lot and the Shrine auditorium, and we just want to get to the other side of the parking structure that's over here, because it looks like that is where the entrance is, and where the Scientologists who are here for the event are actually walking inside. So we're heading in that direction right now. And oh yeah, I'm seeing some other signs from a distance. I can't tell what they say from here, but we'll be getting closer in just a moment, so we should be able to get a closer view. Oh,
We can hear you loud and clear. It's awesome, Jacob. You're doing
nice. I'm
awesome.
See another Scientology
yes, we can
event
see
parking
it.
sign right here. And Lou, do you know when I'm using StreamYard on my phone, do you know if there's a button that I can push to switch my camera view from the back to the front in case I want to do that at some point?
Let me check it out on the internet and see, and I'll get back to you.
Okay. Oh, I think I just figured it out.
There you go.
Sweet.
You just got it. Boom.
Oh yeah, here we go. We got a good turnout here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so we got a good little crowd going here. People starting to congregate with their phones ready to protest and stream.
If you're just tuning in, this is Jacob Harkey is live at the Shrine Auditorium for the 2024 David Miscavige Live International Scientology event.
That's right. Yeah, and right now that line, the people are lining up. We can see the security booth up there. It looks like they're getting ready to go through security so that they can attend witnessing David Miscavige's speech. And the taped recording of what happens tonight will then become the New Year's event that people will go to their local orgs to watch on New Year's Eve. Is that right, Louis? Is that kind of how it works here?
I couldn't hear you on that last part, Jacob.
Oh, I was just saying that my understanding with the plan for an event like this is that they're filming the event tonight so that on New Year's Eve, Scientologists from around the world will go to their local orgs and watch the video of what's filmed tonight. I know there's a lot of noise.
It's okay. Right. What's happening there? What street are you on?
This Shrine Plaza up here. Actually don't see a street sign for the street that I'm currently on, but it's whatever is one block down from Jefferson.
Do they have any caution tape up?
I don't currently see caution tape, but I do. I do just see a lot of security guards. Yeah, caution tape. I'm
Yeah,
not
you're
sure about
fine. We can see that's clearly right where that shrine is.
that. Right on. Yeah, Expo Hall is that's the words that it says right there. If you can see the gold right there, Expo
So
Hall
what
is
was
where
the
we're at.
latest judgment in the Jane Doe versus Scientology versus Gavin Potter versus Bridge Publications, Jacob?
Yeah, that's a good question. Let me just get a little bit out of the way so I can get a little bit away from the noise for a moment. So what happened was this Wednesday, Alexa Nicholas of Eat Predators and I, we attended a hearing which was in Los Angeles for, like you said, the Jane Doe, the Religious Technology Center case, and the judge had issued a preliminary ruling, or a tentative ruling, excuse me, the night prior, and Thursday night he updated his final ruling, which matched the tentative ruling. And essentially, that ruling states that Jane Doe, who is suing Scientology for the marriage that they forced her into, her legal team is going to be able to move forward with conducting limited discovery related to the arbitration agreement that she signed into. And for anybody who's listening who may be unfamiliar with the arbitration agreement, what that means, Scientologists, when you're in the church, you have to sign an agreement that you will not sue the church, and that instead you will take any conflicts that you have with the church into internal religious arbitration. So that's what Scientology is trying to do with this case. They're trying to take Jane Doe's lawsuit and force it into religious arbitration. But Jane Doe's legal team is making some compelling arguments related to unconscionability and to the fact that she had to sign those documents under duress. So what her legal team had asked the judge for was the right to be able to move forward with conducting limited discovery related to the agreement that she signed and the circumstances which led up to her signing that agreement. And that preliminary ruling, or excuse me, the tentative ruling, the judge made a follow-up, submitted a follow-up ruling Thursday night, which matched that, saying that yes, her legal team will be able to move forward with conducting that discovery. And I think it's unprecedented, because in the past, when Scientology has attempted to force cases into arbitration, they have had a track record of being successful. One other instance where a case was able to avoid the religious arbitration was the Bixler v. Scientology case, in which the Danny Masterson victims have sued the church for the harassment that they've received. But even then, they had to overcome some hurdles, because the original judge in that case did attempt to force the case into arbitration, but the women, the Jane Does, they appealed, and an appellate court ruled in their favor. That because the activities and because the events that they were suing for occurred after they left the church, they shouldn't be bound to the contract that they signed while they were in and while they were still members. That was a win, but what happened this week, I think, has the potential to be even bigger, because now Scientologists are actually, now the court is actually allowing the legal team to move forward with looking at content specifically related to, looking at discovery materials specifically related to that arbitration agreement. So my hope is that this will be able to set a larger precedent for cases in the future, so that at some point, plaintiffs will be able to sue Scientology without even having to worry about the hurdle of religious arbitration. And of course, we may have a ways to go before we can reach that point. I know that in both of these cases that I just mentioned, the Jane Doe v. Religious Technology Center and Bixler v. Scientology, there's definitely still going to be a lot of hurdles to overcome in the future. But we got to take the wins where we can. And I'm hoping that tonight's event is going to be a good opportunity to bring some more attention to all of the abuses we're talking about.
Well put, Jacob. Exactly. What's happening with the crowd? Is someone yelling from this side of the street?
Yeah. So we've got some protesters here with megaphones, which we'd love to see, making some noise, getting we at least bringing the attention of the Scientologists who are in line to what we're doing here. Yeah, somebody just said David Savage beats his staff, which is definitely good for Scientologists who are lining up to watch him speak to know. Actually, that's actually...
Jacob, do you see any camera people within the crowd that you're sort of along that street of? Do you see any of them recording other people, other camera people, like specifically?
At the moment, I do not, but I think you're right that is a good thing to keep an eye out for people who are spies
Yeah,
potentially trying to get the identity of activists. So yeah, currently I'm not seeing that, but I will keep my eyes out to make sure that I don't see any of that.
yeah, and if you do see it, just don't worry about it and just make sure that they don't bump into you accidentally, just make sure you know, you got your awareness is out there and you're doing awesome.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you. Doing my best out here. Oh, it looks like a handful of them are changing direction. They're walking in a different direction now. That's interesting. The church probably doesn't want any of them to hear any of this in theta.
How many people would you say are on this side of the street that you're on, Jacob?
On the side of the street that I'm on, I probably currently see 15 to 20 people roughly. Yeah, about 20 people, it looks like.
Got it.
Oh, okay, they're turning them back and walking back through that alley. Looks like they're walking back to the other side of the street.
You have so many thank yous out there from fans just watching or just people, onlookers, people who are brand new. They're looking in and seeing what you're seeing.
Yeah, thank you
What
to
is it
everybody
that
who's in
you're
the
seeing
chat.
right now?
Right now, well, we had just been following a crowd of Scientologists down the street. They had been waiting in line to go through security over here, and they walked down this way, and then they turned into this alley that's right there behind that white car that you can see on the stream. If I had to guess, the church wanted to get the Scientologists who were in line away from the protesters, so they redirected them to the other side of the building. I don't know for sure that that's what happened, but that just seems to be like what might make sense to me.
Interesting. How many churchgoers were they? Were they wearing like civilian clothing, or were they in like sort of, did
They
they
didn't
look
look
more professional?
They definitely looked like they were dressed up nicely. They didn't look like uniforms. Like I don't know that they necessarily looked like Sea Org or security personnel uniforms, but they were certainly dressed up like they were attending a very nice event. It looks like most of the people, most of the Scientologists who are here for the event are dressed very nicely. Just rolled by. Oh, and we got a big bus here. So where are these people going to be let off? Right in front, I assume?
Yeah, well, right there, because you can't cross this. People, I don't know what the rules are exactly, because I was on the other side mostly. But as far as I know, the protesters can't cross the street.
Got
So
it.
we could
I think
just
you're
get
probably
dropped
right
off
about that.
wherever, and we didn't care. Like, I used to love seeing the protesters
Oh,
because
really?
I just thought they were so funny. Like, they didn't understand. That's what I thought when I was in the Sea Org at these events. The protesters, they just don't understand us. That's all that
And
I ever
Lou,
thought, you know.
when you were in the Sea Org, were you posted in Los Angeles?
Yes, I was posted from 1999 to 2013 when I escaped. Well, I got declared suppressive person after all, but I was in Pac Base and I was on security. That was my job, to be in security division. And I used to go to these events and watch for public who were potentially threats, who I had known about from my post while in the Sea Org at Pac. They call it Pac, but it's the big blue buildings.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Interesting.
Yeah. So
I'm
I
looking to
was on
see.
security for the.
Oh,
Go ahead.
gotcha. I was just gonna say I'm not certain if we're likely to stay in this area, if we're likely to walk around and try another side of the building to see if there's more activity over there. I mean, there are a handful of protesters who are still on this side, but I'm just not sure if how much eventful action is likely to be seen at this point right now. I'll stay
How
here for the
much
meantime
battery
as
do
long
you
as I see
have?
others. That is a good
How
question. Let
much?
me check on that.
Yeah.
Currently, I'm at 89%, so I'm actually doing
Oh,
fine at the
nice.
moment.
Yeah. So you can go wherever you want. Honestly, this building is pretty big, so there's plenty of people in various spots. When I was on
Sweet.
security there, I used to be in all kinds of spots. They have a person in covering every single spot around the shrine, inside and outside.
So when these Los Angeles events happened, would you be working security at them?
Yes, I was the one that
Okay.
was. I was not a professional that they hired from the police or whatever. I was just a Sea Org member that used to deal with the public who were threatening to the base. So uh, people that had crimes, had done things that we knew that were illegal, and we wouldn't report them, right? We would just try to deal with them
Mm.
internally. And with those people, they're not allowed to come to the events. So I would be
Okay.
out there watching for all these people who were in this like threat to the base kind of zone,
Okay.
but they were not declared suppressive though. I didn't deal specifically with the declared suppressives. I just dealt with this layer before that of the people that were disaffected with Scientology and the orgs that I worked at PAC, the big blue buildings.
Gotcha. Yeah, now we've got a couple of other protesters who have joined us. One of them is holding a sign that says restorescientology.com. So it looks like they may be independent Scientologists who are not members of the church, but who maybe still believe in some of L. Ron Hubbard's philosophy.
Got it. How big is it? Can you go around to it, the sign? Can you get a
Let me
shot of
see.
it?
Yeah. Excuse me, could I get a little picture of the sign there? Thank you. RestoreScientology.com. So is that an
Got it.
independent Scientology movement? Or, okay, got it. Got it. Thank you.
What'd she say?
So she said that Scientology doesn't have to be a cult, but it's become a cult, but we just want to show that it doesn't have to be a cult, which I think that's an attitude that we can respect for today. On another day, I might have more thoughts to add, but right now, they're here to protest the same event that I'm here to protest, so I want to make sure I'm being respectful.
Yeah, totally. You're doing amazing. Everyone's loving this in the chat.
Yeah, and thanks to everybody in the chat for tuning in. I appreciate it. And as I understand it, the actual event starts at 6:30. Right now, what time is it right now, actually? Am I even able to check while I'm streaming? Do you have the time on your end?
Yes. It is 9:40. Well, no, it's 5:40 your time.
Got it. Okay, so we do still have maybe 50 minutes before the event actually starts. So we may still have a steady stream of people arriving and lining up to get in. So hopefully we'll still see some eventful action sometime soon. Posing for some pictures here.
So how did you come about to Scientology? Like, what is your path to this, Jacob?
So for me, it was honestly, it started with Leah Remini's TV show, Leah Remini Scientology in the Aftermath. That was how I became aware of really the only thing that I knew about Scientology before watching that show was just from the South Park episode. But Leah's show pretty quickly became one of my favorite. You know what? One sec. Let me listen to what the officer is saying here to make sure I know what's going on.
You're fine.
Great. Got it. Thank you. But yeah, what I was saying, it really started with me with Leah Remini Scientology in the Aftermath. That was how I became aware of a lot of Scientology's abuses, and it got to the point where I started wanting to learn more and more. So I started reading Mike Rinder's vlog. I started looking at Tony Ortega's site, The Underground Bunker, and it got to the point where every day there was more news to pay attention to. And as I kept learning more and more, I just couldn't keep it to myself. So really, the first thing that I did, kind of taking action beyond just being in the comments on other people's videos, was showing up to Alexa Nicholas's protest with Eat Predators in front of the Scientology Big Blue Building in September. And then we came back to protest at Celebrity Center in October. And of course, Alexa and I went to the courtroom on Wednesday to attend the hearing for Jane Doe's Scientology. And now here I am protesting outside the shrine.
That's freaking awesome.
There's yet another bus.
What was that cop saying?
He was just telling us where we can and can't be. That technically their permit ends on the. As I understood it, I walked up while he was in the middle of saying part of what he was saying. But as long as we are not on the other side of the building, as long as we are not on the sidewalk and not in that first lane, we're okay. But if we can't be in the second lane walking, or else we're totally impeding traffic and might get run over. But the way that he described it, we're perfectly okay being where we are right now. So we may just kind of stay in this general area for a little bit, knowing that we're okay on this side of the street.
Wow, very informative. Thank you. Thank you for telling me about that, how you got into it too. So you've seen the entire Leah Remini after the Scientology in the Aftermath show, I assume.
Yeah, that's right. I have. It's a great show.
So that's why it's that honestly, when you speak about it on Alexa's show, I think you grew up in it. That's how well I think you know it. That's what I thought.
Yeah, I know way too much, to be honest.
No, I mean, you explain it very easily.
Thank you.
You explain it in a way that I think people can really understand it.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I mean, whatever it takes to get the message out there. And to be honest, I think that the more people who weren't in that do pay attention to what's going on, I think the more impact we can potentially have. Because, I mean, it's great to see survivors standing up, but I think that if the only people who are standing up to speak out against Scientology are ex-Scientologists, then Scientology can more easily point to, oh, this is just apostates or disgruntled ex-members. But if we can show that the world at large, even people who were never involved in Scientology and don't have family members in Scientology, even we have a problem with the abuse that this organization is perpetrating. I think that the more voices we can get speaking up, the more impact we can potentially have.
Well said. Well said. Yeah, absolutely. Dang. You the man. Can you up? Well, let me see here. He has disappeared, but don't worry, we're gonna get him back. And I'm gonna check the other channels. Shoot, I gotta check. I'm gonna check the other channels to see if there's anyone else that's live that I can live stream. I don't see. I do not see Lara. I'm waiting for him to get back to me. He's seeing if he's texted me here. Let's see here. I've got my phone out and I'm texting Jacob to see if he's okay. Jacob, are you okay? Yeah, I mean that's the main thing we want to know. Is he okay or not? Scientology audit is live. Thank you. YouTube Scientology audit. I'm just pulling it up so I can screen share it. Thanks for waiting. Thanks for watching on the replay as well. Thanks for commenting in the comments. Still waiting for this to pull up. I'm waiting for it to pull up. Oh, I see it. Okay, I'm opening it on my computer. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we go. Let me turn this down because he has a good tier 1. Good voice. In Scientology language, it's called tier 1. Let's see here. Going back to StreamYard. I have not heard from Jacob yet. I have texted him. And we're going to see if we can get okay, I gotta figure this out here. I'm gonna figure this out right on the internet while we're live. This reminds me of being in Scientology when I was on the internships, the auditing internships. I'd have to get recorded in videos and I'd have to do things perfectly on video. And oh, here we go. Share screen. That's what it is, of course.
Hey, why don't you have access to the internet? No access to the internet. It's a little 47 a week.
Okay, can everyone hear that?
Anyway, yeah, Angel had a public relations disaster this week. How did it work out for you?
Thank you. Okay, well, this is Jacob is back.
Goofy.
Let me add to stage Jacob. Hey Jacob, can you hear me okay?
I can hear you. Yeah, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
So it looks like you've got Scientology audit stream up too, right on.
Yes.
Essentially, even though I was able to get my.
Let me mute.
I think we're all still scrambling to some extent to make sure that we're okay where we're at. I also just got a call from Lara. She should be around the corner, arriving shortly. Once she gets here, we know that it's going to be a party once Lara gets here. She's definitely been one of the more vibrant voices at the couple of protests that I've been to so far.
Yeah, hell yeah, she's the best. So, what are you seeing right now?
So right now, there's still a handful of protesters who are across the street, on the other side of the street from where I'm at, that are talking into megaphones, making noise about the Aftermath Foundation. And then other than that, we're still seeing some Scientology security guards outside of the parking lot that it looks like is being reserved for the event that's happening today. And how's it going? Not much, not much. How about you? So right now there's a Scientology event where the leader of Scientology, David Miscavige, is expected to be speaking in the Shrine Auditorium to address Scientologists shortly. So myself and some of the other people on the other side of the street are here to protest against the Church of Scientology and their history of abuse.
Thank you. What street are you on? The same
So,
one?
yeah, same one. I believe this is 32nd Street that we're on right now. And 32nd Street, we're kind of between Shrine and Royal. And then if we walk down that alley that's right there, then that would take us back to Jefferson on the other side of the street, which is kind of where we started. So yeah, we've got a good little crowd of people here now. Yeah, I love that there's one guy on the megaphone just consistently bringing up the Aftermath Foundation. That's the kind of thing that Scientologists don't hear about every day, that there's a whole crowd of people looking to help them escape if they want to escape. So it's good for them to be hearing that constant reminder that there are people willing and able to help if they want to leave. I hope Lara's doing okay. I was thinking that I would cross paths with her sooner. She said that she was going to be being dropped off. I want to make sure that I'm visible to her. But she should be here shortly. And I'm seeing some protesters walk back this way, so I'm gonna head this way too.
Let me know in the chat if you like it when I also share the other video while we have Jacob Harkey's video up. Please.
Yeah, so there's one of the big buses, another one of the big buses that some people have been arriving in. And we see a couple of other people walking around with their phones documenting what we're seeing. And Lara should have her goldenrod SP Declare jumpsuit when she arrives, which should be before long.
I can't wait because, you know, oftentimes she has her camera on everything else, but it's not on her. And so your camera's going to be on her and all the people around. It's going to be great too.
Right, yeah. That was exciting.
So we'll be able to see like from both angles, you know, everything.
Totally.
It's so fun because it feels like I'm there with you.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think that's one of the beautiful things about being able to live stream like this. And it was something super cool that we were seeing during the second protest at Celebrity Center. So many people who were there were walking around with their phones so that they were able to live stream. We had Lara live streaming. Alexa was live streaming. What's his name from the Lifeboat? Tommy Scoville. He was live streaming. And then Liz Ferris was live streaming. And then Aaron from Growing Up in Scientology, he was able to share a bunch of our streams to really just help the SPTV community at large get a real picture of what was going on, what's happening here.
So do you think that it's a community, like a specific group, or do you think it's just like everyone, like in the world?
Talking about here today? Or,
no, just like the SPTV community. I know you mentioned that.
Oh yeah, the SPTV community, I mean, it just keeps growing. It seems like every week there's new channels popping up, and it started out, there were only a few channels, a few individuals who were really doing anything to expose Scientology. And then since really the Danny Masterson trial, I think that might be Lara. I think I may have just seen her in the passenger seat of that car. I'm not sure though. But after the Danny Masterson trial, the original Danny Masterson trial in the fall of last year, then we started to see Aaron doing daily videos, and then He was doing Mondays with Mark Headley and then Mondays with Mark and Mike. Mark and Mike made their own YouTube channels. Now it's gotten to the point where every single day there's somebody live streaming about Scientology. And I think that it just keeps growing. The audience just keeps growing. There's people tuning into the chat saying where they're from all the time. And I'm always seeing locations, some of which I've never heard of. No, yeah, I think it's just becoming a more and more global movement the more time that goes by. Oh, I think I do see Lara. Lara? Hey! I love it. How's it going? I'm Jacob. Oh, right on. I'm also live with Louis Repetto right now. Woo! Oh, wait, I have my front-facing camera on. The vibe is kind of interesting. There's a lot of different people walking in different directions. I'm not sure the most strategic spot to stand, but we're playing it by ear. We're here. Woo! Hello, hello. Here's Lara. How are you? There's like a few crowds that have kind of been heading in different directions. Scientology audit, I was seeing their stream come in from the other side of the street. Yeah, and then it looks like we've all been kind of going back and forth, it seems like. Oh, shoot. I can't, I don't have her. Do you have her phone number? Okay. Just troubleshooting, making sure we've all got our signs that we're all in order. May have. Is she going to be coming too? With yeah. Okay. Just have her bring it. Right on. How have you been? I feel ya. I get that. Oh, nice. It's the Proud SP one? Oh, yeah. Oh, I love it. And we got a couple of signs people left on the ground here, it looks like. Where is Shelley Miscavige? Last seen 2007. Wife of President of Scientology. Scam, cult, free Sebastian. I'm not sure who Sebastian is.
He's the guy. He's the guy at the LA Test Center.
Oh. Oh, okay. I think I may have seen videos of him on TikTok. Woo!
Where the fuck is Shelly?
Oh, totally.
Look, there's Lara. You're rocking it, Jacob.
So that's what we're gonna do.
You crossing? Hey, hey. Here we are. Oh, yeah, we want to stay in the street.
What's happening, Jacob? What's happening?
they're letting us know that the sidewalk is permitted, so we've got to stay off the sidewalk. We've got to stay on the street.
Is he actually saying that?
Yes.
Or is he
yes,
using his
the
arms?
cop just told Lara.
So how do you feel right now, Jacob, after that just happened with the cop?
I mean, I feel like it's good that we know what our rights are and we know what we're allowed to do, but I'm not ready to back down just yet. Oh, it's you, right on. Hello, hello.
Diane Anderson, oh look, you got your IAS pin. He's trying to interrupt, so this is important. Diane Anderson, my mother. Hi mom, I hope you're here. I'm outside. Is the editor who does the editing for the speech of David Miscavige when he's talking. Look at everybody's fucking quiet. That's right. So Diane Anderson is my mother. She's been at Gold Base for almost 45 years now. Definitely in this year for 45 years, for sure. My father and my dad was at Gold Base. So here, yeah, we're talking about Scientology's reality. Oh, they're regular people. They're not anti-Scientologists. People are normal. These are the people who need me. Like, what's going on? They're like, oh, are you a Scientologist? Okay, get off.
Can you get a view of the guy's face?
Oh, Lara, so he has this calm demeanor.
What was the question?
Who's that guy with the hat? Is he just one of the Scientology, like,
I'm
rebuffers?
guessing so. Handler Chris? Yeah, go ahead.
My mother is in this York. She's at the event. She's probably here backstage doing the editing that she does when David Miscavige does his speech. She does that. She edits everything that has been edited. She has to make sure the screens are on and they're lined up for every word Miscavige is saying that they have created out of crap. They've made it out of volunteer minister BS, everything. They got everything, literally. So my mother is there tonight. So it would be really nice, if she even sees my friend's coming with my proud SP shirt sign.
How much money?
So,
how much money does she make to do this job? I mean, in
if
Hollywood,
she's
that's a big
upset
job.
and not in a lower condition, and by the way, there's no such thing as a connection of money being paid like legitly through Hollywood and the Sea Org.
Right.
The Sea Org only gets paid $47+ a week if they're not in a lower condition, or they're not in ethics trouble, or they're not trying to leave
Your
the
mom
Sea Org.
gets paid $47 a week.
On a good week.
If she's not in some sort of trouble. Correct.
And she lives for free at the...
It's not about that. It's not about the money. It's about her commitment to being in the Sea Org. She has 3 children. Me, my brother, and my sister that were born and raised as babies. I was born in the Sea Org.
How is that legal?
I knew nothing about how it is legal because they're not. They're using the LAPD to naturalize and normalize what's actually going on. And the people in Scientology and in the Sea Org are manipulated by L. Ron Hubbard's policies. They're manipulated by L. Ron Hubbard's policies, so they think L. Ron Hubbard is doing the best thing for the world. How could this SP be talking about this like this? But I was born and raised in it. I went to the Israel. You know what I'm talking about. I was born at Hillcrop on Hollywood in 1986. I know this might bug you, but...
No, not at all. But so Scientology takes going on here as me.
So I'm asking
you guys.
I'm not gonna. No, that's fine.
Test is what?
I will say.
No, you just
No,
have to
the
be a little-
sidewalk.
no,
sidewalk.
So they also took.
It doesn't matter. Let him finish. Let him finish. I have all. Yeah. They have a permit. So you asked me, should I be right here?
So they yes. They
Okay,
got
I'll
permitted
be
for
right here.
what's called the curbing,
Okay.
which would be about the length.
Thank you.
Right,
Thank you
park.
so much. I will stay right here.
Okay.
So let me finish. Okay, thank you so much. So let me
Thank
finish
you.
about the children at the Int Ranch that were born and raised under the care and the complete control of Golden Era Production Sea Org Int-based staff who are speaking at the event. Did you know, as a 14-year-old, I was a CMO messenger, giving Guillaume Leseb a word clearing session demanded by Dave Miscavige about 8 years ago before he went on stage at this building in the Shrine Auditorium. You wouldn't know because you're only on the outside. You're not you don't get David Miscavige never gets knowledge reports written on him, and they're not sent to you. They're not sent to you. You are literally you're below the little ladder, and you should, you're probably one of the easier ones to sort of convert. And all you have to do is turn around and be like, she's right. This is insane. Why does Scientology have to close off a sidewalk? Don't they want people to come in and accidentally join the event and see what's going on?
Transparency.
Anywho, so it's very interesting. It feels weird personally in my heart, psychologically. My brother is going, no, he's not in. My sister definitely, yes.
How long have you been defected from the?
I got declared an SP. This is why I'm wearing this bright goldenrod, beautiful color. I got declared about 7 years ago. It's never a spark. What we're doing, what we're yelling out, Shelly Miscavige used to be your leader's freaking wife. Let's talk about why you haven't heard about Shelly Miscavige for 15 years now.
Where is she?
We know where she is, but we want you to ask yourself that. Why is David Miscavige not talking about his once beautiful wife? Why has this gone under the rug? How is David Miscavige allowed to be an out 2D promiscuous executive and never get sent to the RPF? Who puts David Miscavige's ethics in? Is it a proud fucking SP like me? I think so. You guys, you can't. There's a reason there's Sea Org babies. You're not allowed to have babies in the Sea Org anymore. This is what happened. I am the result of you guys trying to manipulate a child's mind to think that if we do this at birth, then we don't have to deal with it. But you got me, baby. And you met me at the foundation. This guy was there at the blue building.
Blue?
Yeah,
Oh,
remember him
right
and
on.
the other old dude? They were like sitting
Okay.
down.
Right on.
Probably like, hey, how can we tell this young sweetheart that she just needs to calm down?
So do you know Odo too then?
Oh, I know Odo very well. His sister and brother grew up at the Pack Ranch. They're all friends with my friends from in the Pack Ranch. They're all kids of Sea Org members.
There you go.
Literally. Yeah, baby. You better get this on display. Where's my proud SP sign? I need that so they can get a very good visual. And by the way, to get declared an SP,
You're seeing a helicopter above. It looks like helicopter circling above.
It's so easy. It's literally a freedom. Once you get declared, you don't.
Do you think that's David Miscavige arriving?
You can live your life. You in the back. You in the very back, wondering what I'm talking about.
Do you think that's Tom Cruise arriving for David Miscavige, possibly?
Who it is, I'm not sure about.
Here we are. There's the proud.
But I think it's a good
Maybe
thing to
they're-
stop this stuff. There it is.
This
Woo!
was the most feared thing to be was an SP, right?
Right on. Yep.
And here we are, little baby Lara Megan Anderson is telling you I'm proud. Yes, you look at that sign. Proud SP. Goldenrod baby. Oh yeah.
We got some more
Here we go, we got
colorful
here,
costumes
look,
and
he's like, oh,
colorful
what are the
signs
rules?
coming up. Yep.
Everybody has to learn the rules
Yep.
really quick. What did LED get
arrested.
signed
Yep.
up for? How much
get
did they
arrested.
get paid?
That's right.
How far did they purposely get that permit extended to?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Guys, I was in the Sea Org my whole life. I'm the picketer now. Yeah, you. I saw you looking in the back. I'm the picketer that you thought was an SP. I'm that now.
I'm sorry.
Go out TV or blow. That's all you have to do.
Oh, Corey Palka exposed on there. I love it.
Should have killed him. Should have tried to find something.
Oh, goodness.
The Aftermath Foundation can help you if you want to leave the Sea Organization. The Aftermath Foundation can provide housing and money to help you get on your feet. If you need to regularize your immigration status, the Aftermath Foundation can help you. The phone number is 956-752-8484.
He's a Scientologist.
Yep.
You have Angel all the way here at the Sidewalk. Who are you protecting? The leader, the testing center? What test? The OCA test? Remember that scribble shit that they did? They were like, and now this is why you should join, because your emotions are up and down and all around. And you
The Aftermath Foundation can help you if you want to leave the Sea Organization. The Aftermath Foundation can provide housing and money to help you get on your feet, Angel. If you need to regularize your immigration status, the Aftermath Foundation can help you. The phone number is 956-752-8484.
Hey, look at this. Disconnection and child abuse plus elderly neglect is Scientology. You know I'm right. This is so sad. This man, I don't know what it is with me, but I keep always seeing like the sweetness. Because I used to be you. I used to be like, oh man, this girl's actually quite cute. Why is she being so vulgar and rude and what an SP? But the thing is I'm not. And you are a sweet person. And you really are brainwashed. You are believed to only think one way. And it's wrong. It's unlife. It's not loving. It's not natural. So it sucks for you, but whenever you
Do you know who she's talking to, Jacob? The guy, the older man?
Or an antagonism to lower. So I'm coming up the tone level. He's matching. He's going to boredom, so I'll get hot. I'll be like, oh, you bored? Okay, well that's a better tone level than being angry. You know? And I go work, baby. I know it inside out. Know it inside out. Proud SP, baby.
Woo!
Goldenrod sunshine.
Hey, Jesse!
Excuse me, do you work
Jesse?
Or you're you just work not for Scientology. I could tell.
Jesse, we're going to follow you around.
You're not walking away. You're not like trying to look at me, keep your CRs in. Anyways, good for you. They are doing it. Good for you. No, I could tell. Isn't that crazy? In a group of people all wearing black and white, I could tell these two aren't Scientologists. They just work for the Shrine Auditorium. I could tell. You're an IS. I can see it on your pin. That pin is a Scientology IS membership. So he's donated millions of hours and work into Scientology, or he's donated lots of money to get the pin.
Which one?
Both.
So
You only get it if you do both, or enough money,
How much
or
money is it?
500,000, 200,000, 100,000. Yeah, they have a. Now he's talking.
He's interacting
Now
with
he's
the
talking.
SPs. He's interacting with the SPs.
Woo!
He's interacting with the SPs. He's interacting with the
Hey,
SPs.
what do you guys do when your parents are old and the MLO officer cannot take care of them anymore?
What happens, eh?
Let the outside family take care of them. Stop holding them until they die, because they have information that nobody in the outside world has from their own experience. So they have to keep them in. It's not that they could just, okay, you're old and useless anyways, send them off to your family, that'll be great. No, because they will start telling them everything that went on inside. Not even on purpose. They'll just be like, oh, I never got to do that. And they'll be like, why? Why didn't you ever get to? We weren't allowed. We weren't allowed to have fragrance. We weren't allowed to have the candle we wanted. Everything's controlled.
People coming from the soccer game.
Woo! Hey, if you haven't heard about SPTV, how to explain it all. They declare people, which is a very unusual color. It's very stands out. So when in the internal T organization, when you get declared, they put it in all the baskets in the communication system, which means every day, like little robots, they go and empty their comm basket and they see. And so when they go there, it's normally just regular papers, like here's your orders for the day or whatever. You pull out, and when you go in and you see a basket full of all these goldenrod papers, it's because somebody is getting excommunicated out of the Scientology, and nobody's allowed to speak to them. Any connection, nothing. Doesn't matter.
What made you decide to leave? Like, how did you?
There's no decision. I was born and raised as a baby.
No, I know, but like, what made you decide to get out eventually? Because if you were born and raised.
So many things. It started with me leaving just out of Scientology because I was sick of being in the Sea Org. I was like, not sick of it. I had no other experience. So I wanted to just see, hey, I want to see the outside world. Tom Cruise to me doesn't feel like he's doing enough for Scientology because I was still brainwashed. I was still like, I feel like I have too much energy. Of course I do. I was just like, what should I do? The Sea Org and the jobs they're giving me are not enough. And I also, all my job positions in the Sea organization went all the way up to running for the leader. I was a 14-year-old running for all the executives. I wasn't kidding when they said Dave Miscavige made me do a word clearing session criticizing and making fun of Guillaume Lessev, EDNs, for not being able to speak properly because he's from another country, so he has a strong accent. So my 13-year-old self had to go backstage with him here and Method 9 word clear him, which is like a Method 7, which is basically to insult somebody saying they're not literate enough. Or it could be they speak a different language and blah blah blah. So you're helping them get through something faster. And he was treating him like shit. Like, guys, this isn't like bull crap. This is real stuff that happens. So you need to stop being glib, as Tom Cruise would say. You need to wake up and get your ethics in and not be feared by all the whistles you've got off in sessions. Who cares if they use it against you? Who cares? Once you come to the other side, yep.
Have you ever genuinely Googled Scientology and just looked at negative info ever, once? Just once.
No, his last name, but he's so fucking boring. I forgot it. Hi.
Lara FM. You're angry.
I think Lara.
Everything, yes. And I was born and raised in.
You're gonna ask
I was born and raised in Sidewalk. I've been watching you when I was
I took it away. I'm gonna give you one of those jealous
It's still medical under your name. Of course you don't know about it.
7 years ago, 6 years ago. But last they let
I was at the
me
Hollywood.
after I did everything I had to do properly, the route out.
So it was way
when
out
I
for
was
me. I don't
17, almost 18, and they were waiting till I turned 18 so that they could just spit me out.
Let me see if there's
under
undercover.
circulation and making other stewards and everyone leave. They were like, get her out of here. And so they shipped me off to Eagle Rock to be
Oh, I
with
thought you were
some
talking to us.
OT5 and
Oh,
OT8,
gotcha.
burpees, they call them.
Oh my God.
Tom and Laurie
Is she a
burpees.
dyke?
I'm sure she is. Hello? In a beautiful way. I'm coming from K-pop.
He knows it like it's so funny
Oh
because
my
he knows
God,
all these
that's
people
hilarious.
from the
That's
other
what I'm
side.
saying.
You know
Well,
what the
Scientology is that.
Right.
There's
Got a
such
lot
a
going
close-knit
on, a lot of
thing. So
talking
when I
happening
say
in
to
different
him,
directions.
I worked
Trying
for
to
business
document
staff
as much of it
and
as I
worked
can,
clear
but
media
it's tough out
because
here.
she wasn't speaking
You're
correct
doing
enough.
amazing. Can you hear me okay?
And so
Can I hear you okay? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
I've
You're doing
switched back and
awesome.
forth between my AirPods and just my phone audio a couple of times because I think when I put my AirPods in my ears, my
Gotcha.
microphone automatically switches to my AirPod mic, which can only really hear me, and I want to be able to hear other stuff that's around me too. So I've been kind of going back and forth, but you can still hear me okay on your end.
Yes, absolutely. This is riveting. We are all glued to our stream. This stream right now. It's amazing.
Glad to
I'm
hear it. Glad
just.
to hear it. Yeah,
It
Lara's
is
on fire. She knows how
amazing.
to keep the energy alive at these things.
Oh man, they really do care. And I said that. I said it's not actually I can see that he really does care. And he's just holding this permanent ridge, this permanent blockage. Hey, what's up? I'm a
No
proud
ridge.
SP, baby.
TRs are
I am
in.
a proud SP. Oh, they're not. They literally are. They're all inside at the event.
How long did it take you to realize to get out?
There's many steps. Everybody asks that because an outsider would ask that. And when did you get out? And what made you? No, it wasn't. It was things like this. Slowly, you start to realize, like,
Can you see that girl in the gray pantsuit that would walk by, Jacob? Can you see her from here? Can you? She went to the other way. The other way. The other way. The other way. More to the right. To your right. Can you push your camera up high and point it to the other side?
Woo!
Diane Anderson.
Don't do it. It's a
You
call.
guys
Don't
heard
do
that
it.
name. You know her.
Okay,
This
if
is
you
her
see the
daughter
person in the
speaking.
gray pantsuit, I'm pretty sure I know who that
I
is.
fucking be able to sing music, rock my voice
It's
out,
Jennifer.
sing the songs I've been able to sing because I was
She
never
was one of the
allowed to.
people that I used to do like the security things. She would be out there looking for the people that were like borderline not good, but also she'd do all the information writing up for Julian Schwartz, who you know a lot about.
Some of these faces I remember. Like, I remember that girl's face. So I got distracted. I was like, hey, wait, you!
I heard you mention something about Julian Swartz. Were you trying to get my attention?
Yes, there's a girl that walked by you with a pantsuit, gray pantsuit. I'm pretty sure her name is Jennifer. You can get a look at her. I can identify her. But she is the one that would do a lot of the writing up or the technical or legal writings of the way the waivers were supposed to be when you signed them. And she would do it for Julian. So like all of the administration of it, she was doing all of that.
You said that somebody walked by me in a gray pantsuit, and she was the one who oversaw the documents that would go to Julian?
She would be the one that was helping Julian. She was on the same job as Julian, but she was in a different org, and they would all help each other. And I remember her and him had on like in the year 2000, 2001, where she and him worked a lot on these sort of stickier situations within the Church of Scientology. I was on a different post similar to Jennifer's.
Okay, interesting. There have been a handful of people who have been walking by and then kind of leaving this area and then coming back this way. Did you say that she was wearing a gray pantsuit?
Yes, for sure.
All right.
Yes.
I'm going to keep an eye out. Thank you for letting me know. That's very interesting.
Yeah. We should talk about it more later, some other time.
Totally. Yeah. I would definitely be down to go live some other time again. But like I knew that when Lara came, that the energy was going to turn up a lot, and it sure has. Lara knows how to keep the energy very vibrant at these things.
Yeah, she really does.
Ex-Scientologists, ex-OTAs, ex-OT 63418675309, whatever OT level you want. They're telling about all the bullshit and how they got so manipulated into it and how they were a security guard or somebody there to protect and they really wanted to help. I was just giving the IAS, whatever it is. Freedom Medal of Valor Award for Tom Cruise. Shut the fuck up. I was 13 years old. I remember this. I was clapping at that event going, why is Tom Cruise getting that fucking award? And I was born and raised in this. I've been doing this my whole life and I've gotten no award like that. I want my award! And I want it now! You let Davey know, that little mini baby. Proud SP, guys. You can be as free as me if you leave the Sea Org. That's a nice tuxedo, but it's probably the only one going to wear for the whole year. He's a local. But does that mean you work for the Shrine Auditorium?
Let's see the
No,
2024.
so he's a Scientology.
He's a Scientology.
Yeah, that 2024
There's no way.
logo.
If you work for the Shrine Auditorium, just like those other two, they said, no, we work here. You don't do that. You're not doing that. No. No, I smoke weed. I don't smoke that cancerous shit you're smoking.
I smoke that K2.
Look, littering. Why did the police not go pick his fucking ass up for littering a cigarette right in front of your face? Like, do you guys see how ridiculously irrelevant you are? No, he says if he worked for the Shrine, he would just say, no, I'm just smoking. I work for the Shrine. But if he's hired, and even if he's a public Scientologist, he's still working for Scientology. So he's going to keep his PR and pretend he's just, look, even his reactions are what a Scientologist would do. It makes no sense. It just makes no sense. So then you would just say, I work for the Shrine Auditorium. Aw, okay.
I'm not a Scientologist, but I respect your SPTV.
What about you?
I'm just checking y'all out. I don't even know what's going on over here.
But
You have the 2024 necklace on.
They got the same badges. Acting all pissed off.
Is there someone recording her? Can you get a picture of them?
Recording us there. Sure was.
Oh.
Where's my badge? Give me a badge.
I want to give you a trophy.
Thank you.
Say
TV. SP what?
SP is me.
That's a good one. SP is me. SPTV.
SP is me.
I'm a proud SP. Hey, proud SP.
I gotta go to
I
work.
know you. I think
All right.
I know you guys. Oh my.
Hello, again. Say hi to Miss Cabbage. He's 5'1", he's shorter than
Look
you.
at him getting
I don't know
all
who he is.
These LAPD, man. Me and William have to have a talk about
Where is he?
his.
He's down there.
His,
He's down there.
I'm trying to see Frank.
his following the following the cops.
Film the police.
Film
LA.
the police, yeah.
Film the police.
It's unbelievable. Proud SP.
I like your sweatshirt.
Is your name Matt? Oh
Hell
my
yeah.
God, Matt from Celebrity Center, like 10 years ago.
Whoa.
Matt, I'm a proud SP. Matthew. Woo! Proud SP. Get out of that Sea Org. Oh my God, it's my dad, Bill Anderson. That's my dad. That is my dad.
Your
Somebody
dad?
film this. Yes,
Oh my
come
God.
here. Dad.
Lara's dad?
Yes.
Film him,
Mr.
dude.
Anderson?
Yes.
Bill Anderson. Oh my God.
Mr.
he's
Anderson,
literally
don't you want to talk to your
cannot-
daughter?
That is my father. That is my
Mr. Anderson, don't you want to see your daughter who you haven't talked to in years? She's saying she loves you.
You gotta yell it out, dude. Yell it out, man.
That is... Mr. Anderson, your daughter is here and she loves you. Wow. I didn't know that we were going to see that happen today. Lara sees her dad.
I'm very aware. It's okay. They're backing up. They're not going to
He
hit
needs
me
to go
over.
forward, not
He
backwards.
just gave me flowers. It's okay.
Go forward, man.
It's okay. He knows how to drive. He's a human. He has a backup camera. Oh my God! I just saw my dad.
When was the last time you've seen him
Oh
before
my
today?
God! Wow.
Wow.
5 years ago, before I got declared. Oh my God! I'm so happy I just saw him, guys. Oh, I'm fucking freaking out because I thought I would see my mom, and I thought my dad was no longer. Oh my God! He's in dishes. He's in the dish. He's in the galley. This is such a flap right now for the Sea Org that I just saw my father. Did you see that? That's my father, Phil Anderson.
Got it.
How are you okay with this? You just stand there? Like, that must be horrible for you.
What about for
For
him that
you.
he's not even allowed to talk to his daughter?
He wouldn't
has to
even
pretend
look
we
at
don't
He is
exist.
in shock right now. He's in shock right now. He can't believe that I was saying, he couldn't even believe that. First of all, he heard my voice, and then I said, that's my dad. And I almost was like, is it weird to say Phil Anderson? I cannot believe this, guys, gives me so much hope because now I know where my dad is. And I've been wondering where he was for the last 6 months. I wasn't sure if they shipped him off somewhere, and I just saw him. He's in the galley, and that means my mom is probably backstage doing her editing job, just like I said. Guys, I'm so that was my dad. That's my DNA dad. That's my real dad. Born and raised. He heard that voice. If I said Phil Anderson, as a normal person, you would have looked. He heard me right. He saw this right when I came out. He knows exactly who I am. Hello. Wow. That was amazing. Wow. That was really a breakthrough right there. Oh my God. Get this. This is a bunch of Scientologists.
More Scientologists arriving for the event.
Unbelievable. I'm
my goodness.
shock.
You got more people getting off the bus now.
And he wouldn't look at me. That is immense. Do you really get that, or are you just kind of saying? Do you get that? I
don't know enough about anything.
It doesn't matter. That's my father. I have done nothing wrong to my father, and my father to me. So why didn't he?
You'd have to take that up with your father. I don't know.
I can't. He wouldn't even talk to me. His policies, his religious policies. He's not allowed to talk to me. That's no, it's not his choice. You should know better. You should know a lot better about mental health and manipulation and brainwashing. So for you to see what just happened and for you to be like, it's his choice. No, that's not his choice.
Say something you think, Jacob.
Just like everybody in the Sea Org does. I signed a 1 billion year contract at 4 years old. They made me re-sign it again at 12. And they made me re-sign it again at 14 before I joined the CMO. I cannot believe I just saw my dad.
You can say anything.
So insane, and I'm so glad. I fucking knew there was a reason I couldn't.
You know about the cases or Dave Miscavige and things that you've seen in evidence.
What
you
was
can
that?
say that. You can say to the police, you don't have to go along with what Laura is saying. You can say your own thing, and that will add to in their mind, you know? Like you can start talking about stuff that you know. You know about the Dave Miscavige, you know the ins and outs of this case, like in WOG language and stuff, you know, and also in Scientology language. So you can say all that stuff, you know?
Yeah, I'm going to get on that in a moment. I also just want to make sure that we're not all talking at the same time and drowning each other out. But yeah, that's a good idea. I will get on that. You getting love in the chat?
I cannot believe somebody was told, a Lyft driver said, I have a delivery for you. And he said, a delivery said, from one of your followers, they're wearing goldenrod. So he knew to give it to me.
That's awesome. That's so sweet.
And that happened right when I saw my dad. Guys, that's crazy. Hi.
Hi.
We're protesting against Scientology. Yes, thank you. Yeah. I just saw my father. I haven't seen him in 10 years. And he wouldn't talk to me. I'm so glad. That was enough just to be here to see that. To yell and to yell with my loud voice. I love you, Dad. Wow.
You're getting a lot of love in Louis' chat, too.
What are you part of? You're part of Scientology? Oh, you're part of this Shrine Auditorium?
Oh, you're filming the cops.
I literally was like, I'm not getting one word right here. Okay, thank you. Sorry. I was like, see? But you see how direct that is? Somebody will just say, I'm doing this, and that's it. It's very, like, I'm here against Scientology, and I'm here. I'm so happy to say so. I'm like, Dad.
You know, you can tell them about how the church doesn't allow its parishioners to report crimes.
I prepared myself for my emotional reaction just from seeing local Sea Org Scientologists that I grew up with my whole life. But I prepared it so much that I was prepared to see my dad almost. Isn't that fucking crazy? Dude, hi. We're protesting against Scientology. I just saw my dad and I haven't seen him in 10 years. I'm freaking out.
People are like, cool.
Unbelievable. No, because then it will all make sense when they go see his video. Hi guys, I'm a proud SP. I'm not sure if you know about Scientology, but I was excommunicated no longer, and I'm very happy about it. So happy that I'm very upset that my father is still in there. Oh my gosh. I can't help but go back to that.
Oh yeah.
Guys.
Tell
You didn't expect
Jacob.
that today. That's
Just so I can see your mom. before
You
we
can
go.
tell that guy about the
Yes.
Scientology can't report the criminals.
That would be weird if my mom was like lugging out video camera footage and I saw her. Like that to me would just be like enough. And no, I saw my dad. Isn't it weird how the freaking universe pulled me here to do this?
Did you ever live with your dad, or were you guys always?
There's no such thing as a house or a home when you're in the Sea Org. Everything's a dorm or a burg. Hi guys. We're protesting against Scientology, making the awareness known.
Where did everybody else go? Did they move down
now,
there?
If I go to try to find my dad, definitely they have already told
Already
him he has
told
to
him
go
yeah.
back to the base.
Yep.
You need to not be here.
Was he at the in-base
100%,
when?
yeah.
Okay.
No, he was at Golden Era Productions. He was an executive. He's been in the Sea Org for almost 50 years. Same with my mom. Yeah. I am shocked. Wow. And he didn't look at me. He didn't even.
Who is that lady behind you?
Already when I yelled,
A
Dad!
friend of Lara's.
When I said, Dad!
Oh, cool.
He was like, oh my. I saw his mind processing. He was like, I can't look that. Oh my God.
So he'll get interrogated about this, right? Like.
No, they're gonna be like, good job, you didn't, good job, you kept your TRs in.
Oh. Gosh.
Wow.
So what do you know about the Scientology not allowed to report the criminals?
What do I know about Scientology being not allowed to report criminals? I mean, I know that it is considered a high crime in Scientology to report other Scientologists to civil authorities.
I am, baby.
It's a high crime that can get you declared a suppressive person if you report a Scientologist to the police. And that came up a lot in the Danny Masterson criminal trial, because all three of the Jane Does who Danny Masterson was charged with essaying, all three of them were Scientologists at the time. So all of them knew that they would be forbidden from going to the police, and that they would get in big trouble if they did. So that's a fundamental tenet that, as I understand it, every Scientologist has to learn that pretty early on.
Wow, and what is this about the agreements that they have to sign?
So the agreements, yeah, we were talking a little bit about that earlier, but the agreements that they have to sign, there's contracts that all Scientologists are required to sign that make it so that you can't sue the church, and if you do, the complaint will be forced into an internal religious arbitration. There's also agreements that you have to sign into, agreeing that you will never go into a psychiatrist's or psychologist's office, and if you do, the Church of Scientology is able to come in and remove you forcibly. What else do you have to agree to? You have to agree that you believe that Scientology is a religion. I feel like there's a contract that I'm missing, because there's a few really, really nefarious contracts that give Scientology the right that just strip you of your rights and enable Scientology to completely stack the odds against you in any any legal encounter you find yourself in. Another one is that you have to agree that the contents of your PC folder or your pre-clear folder that includes all of the information from your auditing sessions, your interrogations, you don't own the rights to those. Those are all the rights of the Church of Scientology, so that once you start your auditing sessions, Scientology will have access to everything that you do and say, but you will not have access to that. And all of those rights, the ability of the Church of Scientology to do that, all comes from the contracts that they sign. Looks like we're all talking again.
Oh, wow.
In there. What a moment! The universe told. Why am I here? And my father, and then at the same time, one of my fans was delivering flowers to me through. It was like, sweet. And I yelled, and I said, Dad! And then I saw him go, I saw him grip on that cart and go, just keep going.
Oh. So he's just, he's like.
And I was like, Phil Anderson! And I started and then I was like, he heard me, he knows, it's me. And no, he's in dishwashing. He's literally in the galley.
Wow. And for how long did it take him to get to that position?
He's been doing that since he got off the RPF. He was on the RPF for 8 years.
Oh.
Yeah. After Gold Base, David Miscavige put him on the RPF for 8 years. And he was not allowed to speak or talk to anybody.
Right.
So, you know what's so crazy is I would see my dad running on the sidewalks outside, and so I would wave at him, and he'd be like, "Oh, hi." Like when I was in good standing.
Right.
But now he won't even look at me. He literally, what? I cannot. Thank you, universe. Whoever I'm supposed to thank right now, I appreciate it.
But you never know. That could give
I also was about to put a PI on somebody all the way in Taiwan and shit, just to go see.
Find out where he was.
Yeah.
That's why I took pictures of the people just getting off the bus, because even though it's incredibly boring.
No,
somewhat
that's
it's the
exactly
only
why.
time
Right
you
when I said that, right when the bus pulled up, I said somebody just film everybody coming off that bus, because they will see people like. You can pause a YouTube video and zoom in, and you can go, "Oh my God, there's my aunt, there's my mom, there's my." So not only for me, because everybody comes to this New Year's event.
Yeah. Right.
If you're in trouble, you're in the galley at the New Year's event doing backup.
Like
literally, unless you're Shelly Miscavige. I'm a proud SP, guys. You guys can be too. You two walking and keep your chairs. Stay focused. Proud SP. Being a suppressive person is beautiful. Get out here and talk about your Sea Org life. The manipulation.
They're not.
You're never going to clear the planet when 50% of the world is smoking marijuana. So get over your bullshit Sea Org goals.
Sure you know who's
Not going to happen.
like people in jerseys. They're part of the song.
I'll just remember
Oh
the
my
ones
God,
in green have money. They can't
But you never know. And maybe now we can think about leasing.
No, right now they just told him he needs to go back to the other base. They're like, get him away. Try and get him away from her daughter. Oh my God. Guys, that's
the problem is now they all predict an unfairly long 3-hour event.
Only imagine.
Look at you in your next cell. This is when you know OSA or anybody connected to OSA has got their Nextel cell phones. It's because they're not. It's the only thing that really they can't like directly interact. Like they can't. I guess people trying to spy is still with the old school Nextel. With everybody else, they got.
Hey, Chris.
What are you protesting?
We're protesting against Scientology.
Yeah, we were just disrespected right now.
What happened?
She's a senior.
What's happened?
She's a senior.
Is she an OT?
But don't record me.
Okay, but there's a lot of people on live stream.
They're all recording you.
But are you a Scientologist?
Please.
Wait, are you a Scientologist?
Well, I'm almost.
Do you legally okay, go ahead.
Please, no. Don't.
Good choice.
Okay.
Why are you here?
I don't want you to record me.
Okay, come over here. Come over here so I can hear.
They're gonna record you.
You're like
Were they attacking
You're
you?
like a dumb
Or they're
person.
trying to keep you in? They're trying to keep you in?
Both.
Both. Attacking and trying to keep her in.
Chris, do something.
And disrespectful. This is somebody who just went into the event.
No.
They tried to get it to do.
Yeah. They
But
tried.
look,
They
they
didn't
look.
let them in.
Yeah, that's messed up.
And she's a senior. She's disabled.
Oh my
And
goodness.
I
You
told
can
her,
hear this, yes.
I don't know.
They're aggressive. They don't know laws. I have to teach them the outside law. So they don't know that shoving somebody or pulling their arm to demand them to come into a room to buy it's assault. So that's what she's saying. She's like, no, all this is happening. People don't even know that they just did this. Because they think it's fucking normal. Like, just the way that they unbelievable. But maybe that'll, like, that kind of brought us a little closer. Kind of being like, Dad, I love you. I'm fucking here. And I was like, oh shit. I'm like, hide my side. I was like, hide my side. Dad, wait, I just want to talk to you. That was so weird. I did like hide the sign a little. I was like, wait, Dad, talk to me. Like, I wanted to get, like, just, can you talk to me? Can you look at me? Can you see that I'm right here? No, he couldn't. You were badass. You were just, I was like, where's Jen? Where's Jen? That was
We
my
were
Jen.
trying to get it through the security perimeter on the other side to see how close we could get.
This
Any
is
luck?
so-
I wish we'd been here.
Is that Angry Gay Pope with the golden mask on?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I knew his
hello.
voice sounded familiar.
Bomb in here, and I didn't even look.
He has been doing this. Okay, he has been doing this since 2008. And in 2008, you know what the cult did to him that he never talks about? They put up a hate site.
Oh, I know about all this.
Saying that, no, most people don't though. They put up a hate site saying that they got his medical records in a court deposition, put up a website and was like, he's HIV positive. They outed his HIV positive status on the internet in 2008. The cult
They will do anything.
They
They're so
were
disrespectful.
so horrible. They've arrested him 5 times.
Well, look what they
They've
did
sued
with
him 5
William's
times.
son. They put out all these videos like, and it's like, no.
Yeah, he's lived in. He's also a Disney animator.
What time
He's
is
got
it?
2
When?
weddings.
What time is it?
So
We'll know when the event ends.
It's. I mean.
6:45.
Oh, okay. So just
They-
David Miscavige is walking out right now. That's what he's doing right now. 6:30. He's always late, and then there's 20 minutes of boom, 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 and the stats were out the roof.
Thunder.
And he's like, okay, that's enough. Everybody sit down. That's enough. So like, he has to be
Welcome
like,
to church.
okay. He's like, now you're embarrassing me, guys. Welcome to church. And today, he has this monotone speech. It's so crazy. And I was standing there as a 15-year-old, 14-year-old backstage, like, okay, good. He's on. Okay, good. We're watching. Yeah. Oh, it's definitely taller than him. Wow. Why don't you go over there? Why are you so desperate to hang out right here?
So hand their Chris.
Ew, he said you're just as cute as a mug. A bug? A baby bug, like a ladybug? What about a ladybug on a goldenrod flower that was called SP Survivor? SP Goldenrod. See, he's got a sweetheart. And Scientology has got him corrupted. Whoever brought me these flowers, so smart, by the way, having the handles on the motherfucking bag.
Oh, I got banned for
TikTok will do
Like you
that.
can't go live.
Yeah, I can't go live.
Proud
Swear words
SP.
or?
No, it's because I was
too.
talking.
Oh my God, is that my mom? Diane Anderson.
Diane Anderson.
No, it's not her. I was just making sure. She would have looked. I was like, oh, I'm being called.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I'm trying to get the name. What's up? How you guys doing? Hope you had a good time. Do you have a good game? They're so We're protesting against Scientology. There you go. Yeah. They're like, proud of you.
E. Another bus coming up. I thought the event was supposed to start at 6:30.
Okay, let's go. Right here. All the people coming on and off.
Yeah.
Oh, or is it empty?
All the way. No, let's get. Because they're going to load in and load out. So
Oh.
these people here, those are all Sea Org Scientologists.
Gotcha.
They're probably going to Gold Base, back to Int Base, because they have bus runs. They only have like 2 bus runs that go to and from Gold Base after the event. So they have to get on these bus runs to catch them on time.
Got it.
Yeah. She knows the drill. Look at, she thinks it's a normal bus. They're going to kick her off so fast. This is so funny. Yes, let's get them all. Yep. Let's get all the new, all the new celebrities.
That's Will?
Who?
Will is just like a character in the sign.
Oh.
Scientology. I think so. Is the bus driver civilian or Scientology?
I don't know the answer to that, actually. I'm not sure.
Are you going back?
That's
The bus drivers are usually rented.
My mom works at the Int Base, and I was a born and raised Sea Org member, as you know. Yeah, and you're like, where's the bus I'm supposed to get on? I have a timeline. I have to pull out my non-existent phone because I only have a pager. Oh, I've got to put the lipstick back on. Proud SP, guys. Proud SP. You guys can leave Scientology and the Sea Org very easily. All you have to do is think literally for yourself. think for yourself and start looking on the internet about the videos of what's happening outside and inside the Sea
The
Organization.
Aftermath Foundation can help you if you want to leave the Sea Organization. The Aftermath Foundation can provide housing and money to help you get on your feet. If you need to regularize your immigration status, the Aftermath Foundation can help you. The phone number is 956.
Zoom in on the, are you able to zoom in on her? This is definitely OSA for sure.
I'm not sure if I can zoom in. I'm on Louis' stream right now.
That's okay.
Decide to drive away, just let's let her. Please.
Yeah, we're thinking that there's a woman from OSA here in a tan pantsuit. It may become more visible in a moment. I can't zoom in much more beyond what I've currently got, but right in the in the center of the screen right there, that woman, she's carrying what looks like a manila envelope folder in her left hand, and then she's in a pantsuit, tan pantsuit, and Lara believes that she may be OSA, Office of Special Affairs. Did you know that David Miscavige is currently a defendant in multiple lawsuits in California and Florida?
Yeah.
You'll talk to Lara, but not to me? Oh. But now you're looking at me.
You're not going to have conversations when we talk about other things? David Miscavige, my best friend is suing David Miscavige right now.
I was in the courtroom for a hearing on Wednesday. It was interesting.
Child abuse, work labor, and for his own abuse towards him. Yeah. So don't be the one on the wrong side of the ethical group.
I mean, I think it's important that people who are in his organization know about what legal proceedings he's currently involved with, don't you?
How about my personal favorite, Patty Baber's little dumbass scam, where she's suing the city of Culver City for $100 million because a dog ran into her in the DMV parking lot.
You're not allowed to be part of the celebration?
No, he's doing amends.
Oh, what time's the card at?
It's almost ready. It's the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah. Well, no, we'll catch you on the way out.
Can I go in?
No, I'll stand right. I'll be honest with you. I'm gonna stand right there, and just every car that comes out of the parking lot, I'm just gonna film it and let everybody see.
Right.
It's cold, man. I told you I do cold stuff, man. But, but everybody who comes through, they're gonna, the cops. They know. I do the same thing with them too, because these guys are always pulling people over for illegal tints or missing plates. But their own cars are missing plates and have illegal tints. I always show the hypocrisy. But you guys, I just wanted to show. I'm just gonna stand there and just film and stream.
I'm the angry
people. Look,
there's my commercial.
Oh,
that's great. That's terrific.
You're the OG.
And I'm on my 8th lawsuit, so I can't come to the buildings. I can only come to this because they don't own the building.
Oh, interesting.
So, until the trial rolls out and is finished, I don't know. I don't know. I like to drive.
It's a goal! It's a goal! Woo! That's right!
Yeah! I work for free and he hates their water, so it's cool. But the last time I was arrested, my blood pressure shot to 202 over 180.
Oh my gosh.
That's what they want. They want unregistered. And I've been banging on their glass over a year ago, and they said to the DA, arrested me. And so the Scientology lawyer found every possible person with the same name and about the same birthday. He was a global criminal. I put that into my record. And then the police gave that to the DA. And they think I'm a child molester longshoreman who's been in every jail in prison in California.
Vallejo, yeah. I'm 20 years in Vallejo.
I'm a tattooed, knife-wielding gun.
Yeah, with automatic weapons of known terrorist affiliations.
Just because I'm anonymous doesn't mean I'm everyone. And that's still polluting the trial.
Because you really shouldn't be restrained from anywhere into the weapons.
No, I mean, I just don't want the judge saying this crap. The first time I went into the courtroom, the judge and the DA treated me like garbage because they thought I was a child molester. I mean, I'm a Disney animator. I make some horrible movies. But, it's not the same kind of child damage that they're talking about.
Oh, gosh.
You also protest the Catholics.
You said you're on your...
I was about to go to ballistic on kids.
These are all soccer. It's a big game too.
You said you're on your 8th lawsuit?
Yes.
You're suing them or they're suing you?
They're always suing me simply because I keep egging them on. But like the first time I got 2 TROs for standing there, people, just because they wanted to prevent me from going somewhere. I got one thrown out, and the judge like keeps the other just to like, it's called cutting the baby in half. Then I got another one for just talking to the woman I got the TRO from before, after it expired. And like once they start fucking doing that, it's like the movie V for Vendetta. I'm not scared anymore.
But so is it just a TRO just for one particular person or for like any Scientologist? Oh, okay. Okay.
A Scientology TRO is impossible because like, do I know he's Jewish or not? I mean, he doesn't wear a sign or something.
Right.
So I don't know. And so like either they're doing bullshit to me or I'm asking for it because they're such assholes and my lawyer works for free. I just want to fuck with them. But I have all these health problems when I go in jail, and it's horrible and they're difficult to get out. You can't even make a phone call out because the system's so fucked up. You would get a call from you'd get a collect call from a company in Texas if I was trying to with my lawyer. And who's going to answer that? And now, you know, everybody gets crap calls all day long. But you can't get out.
Well, and Graham gets screwed with on a regular basis.
Yeah.
Granberry?
Even when I called him the other day about something, he like didn't remember me immediately, and so he was like, yes. Oh, you're the Pope's friend. Oh, yes. And then he was a lot nicer. But at first he was like, why are you calling? And, you know.
Right. So their lawyer and my lawyer hate each other, so it gives them a great opportunity to try and go at each other.
Like a 35-year hatred. Yeah. Like they have been suing each other, trying to disbar each other for like 35
And then
years.
the church paid off a clerk of courts to screw with Graham, and he ended up owing $40,000 in court fees.
Graham did?
Yeah, for years. And that allowed the church to delve into his finances on a like quarterly basis.
Oh, gosh.
Like, when are you paying this back? You know, that kind of thing.
Do you have any more of your cards?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, can I take one?
Sure.
Right on.
It's laminated because Hollywood does not believe in tears.
I love it. That's Don Myers, Angry Gay Pope, with a scream. Oh, is that right? Am I not supposed to say that?
No, it's not on the card.
Oh, got it.
Do you think Bruce Wayne has Batman on the back of his card?
Good point.
1, 2, 3, Batcave. Ring the bell twice. It's hard to hear it.
Good idea. Good thinking.
And the police are just so polite, aren't they? That's why I brought the fuck you sign to them. Screw Scientology. The real
Palka. He's in trouble right now with over the last meeting.
Oh yeah,
that's right.
I wish COVID had killed him, but it didn't try hard.
Leo Remini's brought a lot of exposure to him.
Yes, he wants to be like a movie star. I mean, look at that headshot.
Well, the LAPD threw him under the bus too.
Yeah, because he's so sleazy. Well, this is the Scientology kiosk we had put in Wilcox Station.
That's right.
When did they pull that? What year did they pull that out?
About
2018, I think.
Yeah.
Because it was when Jane Doe 1 went to the police to report Danny Masterson, or Jane Doe 3 maybe, went to the police to report Danny Masterson, it was still there.
Oh, yeah. And how would you like to be like raped by a rabbi and you go in there to report it and there's a rabbi in the rooms giving out brochures to Judaism? I mean, you really think you're going to report?
Well,
that's an imaginary thing.
Oh, and this is another.
I was going to say that's how the Catholics did it.
Oh,
right.
Oh, so is Sandoval still there at Northeast?
I'm not sure. This sign is old.
A good sign there. Awesome.
Thanks. It took me years to save enough money for the printer ink.
Well, you did it.
But like your camera is your sword,
but
this is your shield. Because you can say, I have a right to say this.
Yeah.
The cops don't like to hear it.
Totally.
And I'm here to yell at these cops because they are the problem, because they are letting Scientology do shit. And you can't fight Scientology until you get to mommy and daddy. And why are they giving them special privileges?
That's a good point. So the image that's on the other side of that, is that a cop just speaking at a Scientology? On the other side, is that a cop just speaking at a Scientology gala?
That was the opening of the Scientology Media Productions.
Oh,
that's their big place on Sunset Boulevard. That's a movie studio that looks completely empty.
That's right.
No, that's David Miscavige's office. That's like where he goes.
Scientology Media Productions.
That's his new gold base.
Oh,
according to Mitch Brisker. So that's where he like goes to micromanage all his video.
All the videos.
Is that right over there at the junction of Sunset and Hollywood?
Yeah.
It's by the Tiki Tea.
Yeah, but they bought the Tiki Tea I told you that. I showed you the footage where they've got the Scientology security cameras on the building. So
That doesn't mean they bought it. They might have been pressured to put it on.
yeah, you should go in there.
Yeah. I had such a great
can't.
time the last time.
You can't.
Oh, I can't. Shit.
Damn it! I was gonna say we could go right now.
Sometimes I forget where I'm not supposed to be, and I almost walk there. When my lawyer recommends I go there, it's like, Corian, I have a TRO, and he's saying tonight, you can't go to here. You're on probation. I said that expired 4 months ago. Oh yes, of course. He's a Kiwi, and he says garage. And when he graduated from New Zealand law school, they made you wear those itchy wigs. It was like ancient Britain or whatever.
That's right, yeah. This barrister wigs.
So the new captain is Captain Tom over there.
At Northeastern?
Yeah.
This side. Oh.
And he's brand new though.
Oh, okay.
Different conductor, same song.
Yeah.
You like this music?
Yeah.
Sorry, so we keep going.
Woo!
Stay longer if you want.
I'll stay. Give it another 15 minutes.
Oh, you're shutting this down soon?
No, I'm just gonna run to the store real quick.
Oh, gotcha.
I figure they're gonna be in there for about an hour.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got time.
That's right. Proud SP right here. Don't get diverted. It's amazing to get declared an SP. It's so easy. You got to live your own life. You don't have to worry about any connections you do or don't have. You can make your own life choices. It's amazing to be a proud SP and not in Scientology. No.
Being declared is actual freedom.
You hear that, Jesse?
That's right.
You hear that, Jesse?
Being declared is true freedom.
Getting declared is true freedom.
Yeah,
there you go, Jesse. You can be free, Jesse.
You can be outside of Scientology and be declared and still use Scientology if you feel you need to. It's okay. You can create a big, beautiful family.
You get weekends off.
You can get blowjobs, guys. You can get whatever you want. There's no restrictions in your personal life.
Jesse, how does that sound?
Come on. You got a life out here. Look at this sweet guy trying to hurry up and get everybody in. Quick, get through the madness.
Being declared is true freedom.
Gotta make sure you got no video footage. They don't want anybody going in there with a secret camera. They don't want to see how small Dave Miscavige really is.
Dave Miscavige is wearing platform boots.
And they're not Ziggy Stardust boots.
Which only makes a 5'3".
Proud SP. For y'all in the traffic, who's wondering what we're doing here.
Dave Miscavige is 5'3" with platform boots.
Proud SP. They don't get out until probably it's like 2 hours long.
Is that right? 2 hours usually?
An hour and a half, 2 hours long. Of lies and bullshit. Oh God, it's horrible. And then they pile on out. And there's no way that they can tell every single person. They would never announce like, hey, there's some SPs outside, so make sure you go this way. They're not gonna do that, because that's gonna create more attention to the SPs. So they're just gonna pile out and they're gonna be like, go that way, load up. Like this is probably a sign.
Well, and
Proud
even
SP, you can be too.
What questions were you asking before you got declared?
Well, I was doing things. I was no longer interested in being received. Oh, but before I got declared, so you mean?
Stop processing like that.
Look at this guy. He would come up and try to say something smart. Proud SP. so excited that I'm out of the Sea Org and out of Scientology, living my life now. I'm so excited I got declared. I was so scared, and then I got declared, and now I have the most freedom ever. Did you know that disconnection of a child with a mother in the Sea Org or a father in the Sea Org is abuse? Did you know that you never had proper medical care?
You're going to die in the Sea Org.
Elderly abuse is Scientology.
There's so many people on that bus were answering. I thought I was looking at cameras.
The Abstract Foundation will help you with, they will give you whatever medical needs you need. They will give you help plenty. It will be free. You will be completely taken care of.
You can also call 711-711 to reach the elder abuse
He's
line
trying to
for
talk to
elderly
somebody
to get away from it.
So if you want to leave the Sea Org, I know you're committed. You're committed because you've clearly been in for a long time. He's like, can they get away with this? He's telling him, can you call the cops?
You know there's a book called Bareface.
You could start reading some OT3 material. How about that? OT3 material. I'll bet you he's going to walk away real quick. Have you heard? You know the end result of OT5. OT5. He's like, what did you say? OT5. The end result, the end phenomena of OT5 is you are you. Boom. That's what William did that the other night. Boom. You didn't explode.
You are yourself.
Oh my goodness. Anyways, we got a whole group of people out here that are absolutely ready to give you the best care, attention as an elderly, to give you the most love. You'll probably be crying for days. You never received so much love in your life.
Lots of volunteers willing and able to help you get back on your feet in the real world.
Yeah, take lots a day.
Yeah, I'm down. Migrate down.
The Aftermath Foundation can help you if you want to leave the Sea Organization. The Aftermath Foundation can provide housing and money to help you get on your feet. If you need to regularize your immigration status, the Aftermath Foundation can assist you. The phone number is 956-752-8484. La Fundación Aftermath puede asistirte si quiere dejar de Scientology. La Fundación puede proveer ocasión y dinero para ponerte a pie. Si necesitas regularizar tu estatus de inmigración, la Fundación puede asistirte. El número telefónico es 956.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, Angel, where's your bitch ass? Hey, yo, Angel, where's your bitch ass? Hey, where's bitch ass Angel? Where's bitch ass Angel? I'm looking for him.
The Aftermath Foundation is you. Want to leave the Sea Organization. The Aftermath Foundation can provide housing and money to help you get on your feet.
And you tell them you cannot talk to their daughter or their children anymore. That is child abuse. Elderly neglect is illegal. I know that's uncomfortable for Sea Org Scientologists to hear, but it's actually illegal. It's so illegal. I'm a proud SP. I was born and raised in the Sea Organization of Scientology. My father just walked by. I am a proud SP. I'm so glad I got excommunicated, declared a suppressive person by your organization, and I was supposed to be the executive of. Didn't go very far, did it?
Were you in Scientology also?
Gotcha.
Very easy to become a declared ST. Proud ST.
Gotcha.
Yes!
Yes! Woo!
Yes! Proud ST, that's right.
Oh, he gave me a thumbs up. He must not be a signer.
The Aftermath Foundation can provide housing and money to help you get on your feet. If you need to regularize your immigration status, the Aftermath Foundation can help you.
Proud SP. Hey guys, I'm a proud SP. That means a suppressive person. I'm against Scientology's policies and behaviors. And we just want you to know that it's okay to be a suppressive person. It's okay to get declared. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, try to get him to talk to you about that course later. These are just interpolating SPs. You've got this.
It is.
Great
Back in
job.
the anonymous
They are
days.
still
Yeah.
but they're still
Proud
coming in
SB
on the
guys.
other side.
Really?
Yeah.
You can tell you guys aren't anonymous because, like, you're polite to me online and here. Some of those pricks would be like, "Oh, kissy ass in person," and they just.
That's Jennifer Bubke in the background in the gray tan pantsuit.
That's very true.
Ways to help hate me.
That's very, very true.
Gosh.
And my belt. That's
Yeah.
Oh. So shall we?
Why are there people from? I see somebody.
What was that?
Are you? Which org are you from? Which org are you from? Who's your IC? Which org are you from?
You got a good volume there.
But it's still within the noise code. That tested it against that.
I'm not within the noise codes. David is coming! Speaks his staff! They said they could hear me on the second floor.
David Miscavige is out 2D with Larry Stukenbrook. David Miscavige is out 2D with Larry Stukenbrook. Zeno! Come in, Zeno!
Now I got herpes.
It does get good for you, but you have to get right up on it. It's cheap.
Proud SP. Proud SP.
Proud
SPs.
That's the problem.
You can be too.
But it does make you sound extra.
No problem.
Ooh, I can feel like.
Leave Scientology. Let it go. Have no fear.
But I'm already worse. I just started yelling.
Oh yeah.
Say hi. Hey, everybody. This is Angry Gay Pope on Lara FM's live stream.
Woo!
My beautiful reflection in my own face.
Yeah! Good job. Bye, honey.
Bye. Have a good night. How long have you been paying attention to Scientology's abuses?
I really started paying attention with the Danny Masterson trial. That's when I really was like, tuning into YouTube a lot.
Okay.
SPTV.
Right on.
But I was reading up on it for a while before, just because the whole Shelley thing,
Yeah.
I wear Shelley, and
Mm-hmm.
it seemed really valid, and I was like, all right, this is really interesting. It's in my backyard. Like, I want to know about this. And yeah, walking around Hollywood, I've been chased. Well, not chased, but a guy was following me, and he asked if I was with some other people. I'm like, no. He's like, oh, then come with me. I'm like, oh, just because I'm not with these other people, I'm by myself. You're gonna come in and it was very weird.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So did you just get connected to Lara just through SPTV?
Yeah.
Right on. Nice.
Some of her interviews on Aaron's channel, because I was
Oh,
watching
nice.
Aaron, and he always brings on lots of people.
Do you do a channel too, or do you?
Not really. I've done some live streams before, but I don't really have a topic right now to really dive into. So I'm thinking about
Just having fun.
Yeah.
Kind of in a similar spot. I've done some streams on other people's channels, talking about Scientology and talking about court hearings that I've gone to, but I've only got 40. Oh, is this bus trying to pull up here?
No, they're on Sidewalk because
I've only got like 40 subscribers or something. Hey, sorry, we're getting out of the way. Apologies.
Thank you. I'll give you OT3 material for this.
Charging nothing.
All right.
OT3 for free, right over here.
Oh, you did?
Okay, I'm getting there. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I just got a microphone a couple of weeks ago. I realized there's a lot more research that needs to be done than I realized about like what kind of microphone is the best, and then what kind of cables do you need, what kind of adapters do you need to connect to your computer. Like I thought it was going to be so simple, and I'm figuring it out. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's my fault. I was like, and then last thing I said was.
And for those asking where I'm at, we're still in front of the shrine. We've mainly just been walking back and forth, but we're still on 32nd Street, still in the same general area.
All these basic books are available, 2 million in stock, waiting for you, and only like 500,000 were or whatever. So he thought everybody was untrustworthy. He fired, which is what it is. I'm just like pointing the fucking live stream at the sky right now. But he demoted, sent my dad and a few people above him and everybody below him to the RPF down here in the blue buildings. So for 8 years, my dad was on the RPF at the blue buildings, and I would see him just like I just did. And I would be randomly, and I'd be like, Dad! And I was in good standings then, so I paid my freeloader and all that bullshit. And so when he saw me, he was like, oh, hi, I just my daughter. He would get permission from the RPF IC or the twin he was with, and he would go quickly say hi, and we gotta go. And he would run back and run. So he finished the RPF and all this, and I didn't even know if he was still in LA, if they shipped him out of the country to get him away from me. And I just saw him in dishwashing, where they would keep somebody out of the public eye. So the fact that he just saw me is the worst thing. He's probably never going to be able to be never allowed to go outside. But I'm so happy that I just saw him. Like I needed to know he was here, and he's still here. That's crazy.
How much did you have to pay in freeloader?
$16,000. And I was born and raised in the Sea Org. I was a little baby child in the Sea Org.
What was the justification?
Because I got all this auditing courses, and I'm privileged to have all this information going out into the outside world. So I need to pay for that, since I'm deciding to leave the Sea Org, the most incredible thing in the world, the most epic thing that's actually saving the planet. I'm choosing to leave. And they're going, well, okay. And because when I left, I was still a hardcore Scientologist. I was just like, I feel like I can do more with my energy, my spirit, or whatever, than Tom Cruise is doing. And they laugh at me, and I was like, well, he's just not doing enough. Whatever, I was like, I was working harder as a Sea Org member than this fucking fool was getting pampered with his Valor Award and shit. I remember him getting that award at the Sea Org member, like clapping and being like, where's my award? I'm born and raised in it. Like, I'm dedicating my whole life to this. My whole family was like, where's my fucking Tom Cruise? So it made people inside feel weird. Like internal Sea Org members be like, but then they're also respecting him. Oh, he's telling the world what's on.
So what is the general view of somebody like Tom Cruise?
That he's like David Miscavige's #1 Sea Org little bitch.
Is there respect for him that way, or?
Oh, they respect Tom Cruise, right?
Like a god.
Yeah, they call him Sir, just like they do Tom Cruise. David Miscavige, they call Tom Cruise Sir. Sea Org members right now will call Tom Cruise Sir. Hi, sir. How you doing? Hi, sir. And he's like,
what about like John Travolta?
John Travolta has a sweeter appeal. He's not as Tom Cruise best friends with Dave Miscavige type of vibe. But Dave Miscavige also set that up. He knows Tom Cruise. He knows Tom Cruise's mind inside and out. He's been watching him on all of his auditing sessions. He picks the people who audit him. He knows everything about Tom Cruise. So why wouldn't he be able to manipulate that? If Tom Cruise thinks that Scientology is actually valuable, or that the technology is real. but it's disgusting.
But like,
Dave Miscavige is literally watching all of his sessions, all of his personal shit, and making fun of it too. Like there's Mike Rinder wrote books that wrote these stories. He's not the other one where David Miscavige is laughing at Tom Cruise on watching his session videos, laughing at him, going like, "Come on." He's like, worried about this, like being like making fun of whatever he was giving up in the session. But none of this is recorded because he's recording. That's the predator recording. So who's recording the fucking predator? That's why I was saying, yelling out there, who puts David Miscavige's ethics in there? Who writes a fucking knowledge report on? And who does that knowledge report go to? David Miscavige? Great. So helpful.
What about like Greta Van Susteren? She get high up in Scientology.
Leah said that she's pretty big time too.
Yeah,
she was
Greta
the
sounds-
Fox News. And her husband
Greta,
is
the
yeah.
blonde news reporter. So Greta, I knew in the Sea Org
Oh.
when I was a 14, 15-year-old in the Sea Org at Sandcastle in Clearwater. Greta would come in and she was on celeb lines. Absolutely, because she's a reporter. And whenever there's anything that comes out about Scientology, if it even comes on her things, she's always going to not make it as bad or kind of or make it good. Or just say, well, you know, make remarks that make it look like she's being biased, you know, both sides or whatever, being whatever.
Objective.
Objective,
Yeah.
yeah. And she's not. She's fucking an OT7. That's insane. Like, she knows all the ooga booga bullshit, and she's like, oh yeah, and today's report, NBC, or whatever the fuck her thing is. She's so full of shit. She's brainwashed idiot, like just as much as my dad, sadly. But the moment they come out, it's like once they cross that line, they're the picketer. Like they will be doing this. They will be like, get out, you know?
What percentage of Scientologists are like OT7? Just a fraction of 1%?
Scientologists or seer?
Scientologists in general.
Maybe, I would even say only 100 people.
Oh wow.
Yeah. OT7s and 8s, I would say maybe 100, 200 people. And that's like not including, he's OT7 for sure.
Okay, so he knows he's doing everything.
It's a cold.
Yeah.
He's still there.
Freak. Yeah.
Well, like, what
He's a bad example for our human society, especially like with films, and Tom Cruise is a moron.
What percentage would you say are OT3 or higher?
Of Scientologists? I mean, that's a weird percentage. Like, that's hard. But, like, proud SP, baby. You can be too. You don't need to be a part of Scientology. I know you looked at that sign, Goldenrod, baby. Yes, film us. Film it for Osa. Get her.
Woo!
She thinks she's doing such a good job.
Yeah!
She literally thinks she's like, that's what I'm filming now. Let me show you what happened? You were so confident. You were so confident. You pulled out the camera. Let's go. Go. What happened? Yeah, you model, baby. The first Scientologist model. Get on the bus. Get your car. Wow. Look at. So you also know they're all fancy, like, because they just went to a New Year's party. It looks like they went to some fancy occasion.
So is it over, or is the event still going?
Oh, it's going.
still okay.
Yeah. You'll see. They'll come out in bundles. This is so interesting. The causeway just following the bundle. So cool. What a waste of LAPD's time. Like it's so disgusting.
It's
they
true.
don't even realize how humiliating they're being to the LAPD.
It's a good point.
The LAPD have a lot of things to do. If they're doing their job, they got a lot of things to do, and it's not this.
Mm-hmm.
This is pathetic. You guys should feel ashamed, literally. As a police officer, I would never do anything to support or be in or work with in any way with Scientology, ever.
Absolutely
It's a disgrace.
Unless you're getting money.
No, I would never. Even if they paid me $1 million, I would expose. I would say they keep trying to $1 million. Here's 500. Oh, here let's put a $10,000 charity check into so and so's name. It's just like so and so's foundation that's helping their church. That's going to make them get away with more sins and things that they're okay with doing because they're donating so much money. Idiots. Like, these LAPD should know about Scientology's tactics, so they should already feel embarrassed to be protecting them. They're literally protecting the Sea Org members from becoming free. They're protecting the people from getting the knowledge. It's like, You got to realize as somebody who's supposed to protect and serve, if you're part of a government, you should know really what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you protecting? Are you protecting the victim or are you protecting the predator? Whether you're being paid or not, whether it makes you look good or not, are you protecting, in the end, are you protecting the victim or are you protecting the predator? Boom.
Good point. Mm-hmm.
Thank you. I just realized I was like, good job.
What's going on? Is there something going on down there? Or we just moved?
Stuck outside.
Hey, Angel.
Angel screwed up all the revenue streams. You screwed up your entire revenue stream. And now you're stuck outside. You're not allowed inside. That's Angel. He's a mom inside, Angel. Your mom's going to jail. 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 Your mom's going to jail.
Hey, make sure you get that metal detector on him.
What's up, Jesse?
She's a runner, she a track star. I'm dead.
Is his mom actually going to jail? I don't know the story there.
His mom just straight up stole money and harassed a family friend and a boyfriend. Supposed to come there for training and just blackmailed them, took all their money. So
wow.
And the person who reached out to me telling about this, the family friend, said that Angel's paying for it because of the karma of that. And apparently that's not the person she's done it to.
Gosh.
No, they don't do
A lot
that.
of
There's young people like kids that were born and raised in it, that they think it's the greatest good for the greatest number of dynamics. Yeah, that's a very normal Scientology, reasonable thing to say. To say, I'm going to charge this person's credit card because they need this, and and if they're going to attack me, they're attacking Scientology. So if they're going to sue me or bring me to court for basically robbing them and charging their credit card without approval, they have to get permission from Scientology because you're not allowed to sue another Scientologist. Isn't that insane? So they literally have people trying to maybe do some sort of suit with them, and they can't because their policies are you cannot sue. You will get declared a suppressive person if you sue another Scientologist and use the outside court system, justice system to handle them.
I was reading that Daily Beast article that came out last week.
Yeah, with Valerie, my best friend. I just did a live stream with her last night. And I was like, I'm going to see Scientology audit at the shrine tomorrow. She was like, oh my God, I wish I could be fucking meet him. I was like, no, you gotta focus on your lawsuit. That's what you're doing.
Did she talk about her arbitration or combat experience?
Right when I started the live stream, I said, okay, it's my Bessie, but we're not talking about the lawsuit.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But we'll talk about everything else. And we ran for David Miscavige, did the Lisa McPherson case together. I was like, all of that. Look at he's back again. Me too. You can swamp. Your TRs are out.
That took a while.
That's a good one. I use the facility. I'll be nice.
I'm not the guy.
Yeah, you got Davey's on stage. You gotta get permission with Davey.
I thought you said when it starts, you're going to be in there.
Well, I came to say goodnight.
They said keep him
You can say goodnight. Just out of the kindness of your heart, exchange some pleasantries.
Do you have an email? I want to email you personally. It's
Yeah.
you see, it's kind of sweet. Isn't this annoying? There's a sweetness that they do, but it's like the
I cut
Scientology
through it though.
brainwash.
I like him.
I appreciate it.
But
That's
I
what I'm saying.
appreciate it, but I cut through it.
I do too.
No. I like this guy too.
Oh,
Aww, look at that.
Oh, you can't say that.
Like
Baby's
this
gonna
guy.
be mad at
Let's
you.
zoom in on that pin.
You can
Let's
friends
zoom
me.
in on that pin. He like, hey, you don't have to be doing that. Just go get yourself declared an SP. It's easy. You look way too old to be doing. Oh yeah. Bring it in here. You're going the wrong way.
You're not doing your
You
job
got
correctly.
distracted. Look, your TRs were out.
Get to work.
Oh, you kidding me?
I'm so happy to be a proud SP, guys.
People are asking for it. Yeah. Asking for it.
I can match them.
Well, you had it, man.
I was like,
So my people, we're waiting for Miss Gavin.
I got you at 35.
Yeah, I would say everybody.
Well, I came from
Right now,
Sunset.
we went up to one of them named Sebastian. He was as soon as he seen us, they seen him and seen us, and he took him inside the gate.
No, they're
Yeah, the navigation told me to take around.
Excuse me. And I saw a comment on there that was asking how I'm doing. I'm doing good at the moment. It's been a somewhat eventful couple of hours. We've seen a handful of people come up. When I first got here, there were only a few other people that I saw walking around streaming, walking around holding phones, but more and more people have showed up. We've got a pretty decent crowd now, and we've essentially just been walking up, mostly up and down 32nd Street outside of the entrance to the shrine. We see Scientologist security guards, it looks like, or Scientology staff members of some kind or other, posted every 10 to 20 or 30 feet. We also see a couple of LAPD officers who are also making sure that we're respecting Scientology's permit and that we are not getting on the sidewalk, because we're not supposed to be on the sidewalk. So we have literally just been walking up and down the street. We're not standing on the sidewalk, and if we get on the sidewalk, we get asked to back off. Right now, they're in the middle of the event, so I'm pretty sure by this point, all of the Scientologists who are going to be attending the event are already inside. So we're not seeing currently that same stream of people flowing in and going through security, going through the metal detector, all of that. Right now, there's still, it looks like maybe roughly 20 people or so, maybe 15 to 20 people who are still congregated out here. But I believe that we're probably going to be out here for a little while still. And once the event ends and the Scientologists come back out, we'll be hopefully a good amount of us will still be here. I see Retired Red, you're asking, does he know or work with Bob Ferris? I can ask, but I doubt he's going to be honest with me if he does. A couple of people. The thing that there's a lot of people who are also here walking up and down the street who are here for a soccer game. The location that we're at, the Shrine Auditorium, is right next to the University of Southern California, or USC. So there's also sports events that are happening tonight, Saturday night. So there's lots of traffic, lots of people coming up and down this street. But right now, it's looking like we will still have a little bit more time that the event is going on. So we'll be continuing to talk, continuing to hang out with the other protesters who are outside. And yeah, once the Scientologists come back out, then we may have some more chants going. We may get try to bring the energy levels back up a little bit. And it's been a good night, though. It's been a good night. I hope people from the chat are enjoying too. How did it feel to be a part of the chants? It's fun. It gets my energy going. Like I was talking about a little bit earlier, I've been to a couple of protests against Scientology now. I was in front of Big Blue in September, and then I was in front of Celebrity Center in October, and yeah, we had lots of chants that we got to participate in collectively. We got to march around the building several times, and it gets my energy levels going. I mean, the thing is, anytime I watch any documentary about Scientology or I read a book about Scientology, it's nice to learn. It's nice to have a clearer picture of what's really going on. But it's also infuriating to just read this information and realize they're getting away with this. What can I do? But when we go to an event like this, where there's lots of people who are all on the same page, it's really cathartic. It's very therapeutic in a certain sense to feel like we're all on the same page here. We're all raising awareness. We've all got our phones. We're all documenting this. We're all getting this out there, publishing what we're doing. And like I was talking about with the lawsuits and all the hurdles that people have to come over with lawsuits, progress sometimes happens slowly, and sometimes we have to take little wins where we can. But I mean, having a protest like this that dozens of people, even though dozens is not necessarily a huge number, it's nice to have a crowd of people here who care. And the people who are honking their horns as they drive by, that's another sign of support. The people who are in the chat, that's another sign of support. It's nice to see all of this. So yeah, I'm feeling great. I'm thankful to everybody who's in the chat cheering us on. I see the inappropriate heifer. It looks like you had a question. You said, "What does that mean?" I'm not sure what you meant, but I can help answer questions if there's. Oh, is there a troll in here? Oh, okay. Well, oh, Laura's bringing her energy back up. Maybe I can put the camera back on her in a moment.
Only your own security will. Not even a yeah. Proud SB.
You said your dad walked by earlier and he ignored you?
Yeah. Wow. It was more than ignore. He knew. I think he was kind of in like I think he was embarrassed.
Does everyone know you're related?
You're making people go on
Like here?
No, no. See my dad.
Oh, okay. No, but
I-
I'm saying, do the other members know that you're his daughter?
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe not. Even if it didn't matter, even his reaction, the two police officers were shocked. They were like, "Is that really her dad? Is she just yelling some random shit out?" I was like, "That was my dad. How are you guys okay with not seeing what just happened? My own dad wouldn't even look at me. He wouldn't even look, and he rushed by once he realized it was me. What father does that? If a cult is such, this religion is so religious and loving and caring, who teaches a father to not be able to even say hello? Or I just can't believe that just happened. I'm still in shock. That was insane, and it pisses me off too, that they can make a mind, a father's mind, just like,
Thanks for all you do.
Love, so much love.
Because they're gonna be here for 3 hours.
Well, what do they?
And then they force people to stay in because they grudge them for money. Of course,
Where are they
they're
gonna stay for 3 hours?
demanded.
As you
Literally,
leave,
every
do not
SEER
pay.
member is on the job of they call it registrant.
So
they're basically salespeople. They all become
as they
salespeople.
leave, the last
Every time there's a big event like this, David Miscavige is announcing something that has to be bought.
So the
It's a
last
new
thing they
thing that
say-
has to be bought. So at the end, they're all selling that thing that he's announcing. So they're not allowed to get out until they buy that thing.
Wow.
So the
And
last
not
thing
only
they say
one
is,
of it, but
"There's
they have to
gonna be
buy
a bald
multiple.
guy as you exit.
If you're an OT or higher above, you have to buy packages for other people before you. Yeah, totally. But no, you have to buy like 500 of them because you're showing you donating. You want everybody in your mission and your business and to all have this new thing that David Miscavige is announcing.
For years.
You know, like what kind of like what the new thing is? Or, like,
It's some other bullshit that's like.
Someone on the OT threw and got his head blown off.
Oh my God! Stop! I was laughing so hard watching your live stream on the. Sometimes I have to just put it on dub, and I was like, okay, what is Scientology audience today? Because I'm really close to Hollywood, so every time I'm like, is he live right now? I should go. And I'm like, proud as me, like fucking goldenrod. They hate that shit. They know exactly what this color is. This is ethics. This is out. This is not okay.
We're there
hey,
every
Chris,
night.
that's an idea.
Yeah,
We're gonna start wearing
no.
yellow
So
now.
I just truly
Bright
love
yellow.
it, and I'm really good friends with Aaron. And I was
Do
born
we
and
also have
raised
new
in this shit,
characters?
so like, we really appreciate what you're doing.
Oh, no, I
And for you to be like, oh, was that a 42 seat, whatever the code fucking thing was? Yes, yes. And then him going like, no. It was like, oh, that's a code word. And the same thing for Scientology's language crap. It's like, oh, I'll just say, hey, Proud SP is already lessening the fear of SP. I'm Proud SP with little hearts and shit.
I need to make some shirts.
I'm making your SP stupid. Oh,
Proud
meant
SP
to be,
shirts.
dude. No, I brought this for you.
Oh.
SPTV shirt, people.
Hey.
I was like, what size should I get him? Large or extra large? Because I didn't know how big you were. Okay, so I'm assuming extra large. Yeah. SPTV. Only the SPTV community babies have one. Aaron has one. I have one. SPTV. Cool.
Awesome.
Nice.
Goldenrod stud.
Oh, yeah.
Amazing. Right? Is that one's bigger or
Does it
smaller?
fit you? I'm gonna wear this shit tomorrow.
Yeah, this is a large.
Right on.
Perfect. SPTV. If you type it in on YouTube, it brings up anybody's that's in Scientology's channel or ex-Scientology, ex-Sea Org. It'd probably go to growing up in Scientology, which is great. Go to Aaron. It's perfect. God, this is awesome.
They kicked Aaron out of the Aftermath Foundation.
They didn't kick him out. They just did something that they're used to doing from their own behavior of growing up in the Sea Org.
R2D2. I heard it. That's
and
what
not being open and transparent.
That's what it came
so
off
stupid.
to me.
But it's okay. It was meant to be. This is good. It's good for Aaron to get free. And
it sounded like Scientologists using the
behavior.
same tactics again.
Right. So how long can we sit on that? We can all just go, okay, that makes sense. Obviously, it's fucked up for Aaron as a friend to lose, like to have somebody, but we all support, like his friends are his friends. We all lose people that are not going to be, if they're not going to be good to us and they're going to lie to us or manipulate us in some way, then we're not friends. Period. We've been in the Sea Org. We don't have time for this shit. We don't.
I'm an Aaron fan.
Me too. Yeah.
All right, I'm out here. You guys.
All right. Have a good night. Thanks again.
Okay, that was so fun. Should we go get a beer? I'll say fuck it all. That was good. We just, as long as we get this shit on the YouTube, and let them know.
They're super mad, bro.
Look, they're gonna be like, "Oh, good, they're leaving." Chill out.
We could.
And we seen Sebastian. One of the guys seen us.
Guys, that's enough for me. I'm gonna end my live stream.
All right.
Yes, and I have it on video too. The streets.
I think that we are going to be ending the stream and maybe stopping this for
Yeah, they said they're gonna make us go across the street.
Oh, is that right? Is that what they were saying?
Yeah, he said.
When he said when traffic comes back, he would have us move across the street. So I do see a question in there. Betsy Sue, it says, tell her to explain why it's goldenrod. So yeah, Lara has her suit that color because that's the color of the forms that people that would declare people a suppressive person. Back when Scientology used to actually send people a form to let them know that they were declared a suppressive person. We excuse me. We may come back in a little bit, depending on how we're doing on time and if people are coming out and we want to greet them again. But I think I'm going to dip out for now. But thank you very much, Lou, for hosting this. And thank you to everybody who is in the chat for cheering us on. We really appreciate all of the support. But,
you're welcome. Now, yeah. Hey, are you leaving? Like, are you going to come back to the protest after it comes out?
I'm not certain right now because at this point, Film the Streets LA, William, he just left. And I don't think he's coming back tonight, but he actually, I'm realizing now, has been protesting every night on Hollywood Boulevard against Scientology. Yeah. So I'm probably going to be joining him sometime soon. And I'm also down to stream with you sometime, Lou, on when we're not at the protest, but we're just talking just in our homes. That would be fun sometime too.
Yeah, absolutely.
In the meantime, though, I'm going to convene with other protesters to determine what the next move is going to be. But have a great night, everybody. If I don't see you again tonight, then I hope to see you soon.
Thank you so much for coming on, Jacob.
For sure. Bye-bye.
Bye. And he is off. Let's see if Lara has got a live stream. All right, I'm just seeing if Lara has a live stream. I don't see any live stream for her. I guess I will. You're all welcome. Thanks for watching. Oh, Laura's done. Okay. Okay, she ended. That's why he's ending. That makes perfect sense, of course. We're like Lara's groupies. I'm a groupie of Lara. Jacob is probably too. Thanks, Jacob. Yes. And thanks for streaming, Lewis. Thank you. You're welcome. I hope this has been fun. I've been trying to try new things. I think I can do a better job, but yeah, I would definitely like to find more people who want to stream live from places and stuff and just host them. That'd be fun too. Why is it ending? Well, because he is going to go hang out with his friends, essentially. And, you know, I know what it's like. You're going there and it's like a night. It's so fresh. It's Los Angeles. And then all your friends are there and you want to do nothing else but go hang out with them. And when I was in the Sea organization, after I was leaving an event, we would go to like a Denny's or something Some of the lucky ones would, but I was never a lucky one. I tried not to go to the events. It was so obnoxious going there and leaving, etc. But he is probably going to hang out with his friends. That's why it's ending, unfortunately. All right, thank you. I'm going to end now. Thanks for watching and subscribe and like.